Hi everyone, my name's Angie. Welcome to my channel where I like to do all things homemaking, especially cooking and decorating. Today is going to be a part 2 to my last video where I'm going to be finishing by organizing my refrigerator and pantry. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to finish up today by organizing my refrigerator and kind of go through my pantry and restock some of that. So I'm gonna take you along with me. So let's finish this up. Zucchini muffins that I made that we're not really eating right now, so I'm gonna stick these in the freezer. We can eat them later. Normally we go through eggs fast, but we've not really been eating that much, so. Do something with these blueberries. Cut these peppers up. So here I just have some Gouda cheese, and this cheese has lasted a long time. It's stayed good. So I've got that in here. I've got my different tortillas in here. My low carb tortillas. Some cheese slices. And I've got these cheeses, my butter, ham slices. And then in here I've got, like, I keep my xanthan gum and some of my flowers in here, my chai seeds, my Honeycrisp apples, some celery, and then in here I keep like lemons, limes, my yogurts. Those need to be organized a little bit. And then I've got salsa, a couple avocados, whipping cream, Parmesan cheese, sour creams. I like having some onion diced, maple syrup, garlic, yogurt I need to take out, and then all my stevia sodas back there. And then almond milk, heavy whipping cream, tea, cold brew coffees, decaf and caffeinated. And then just some wine back there. And that's it. Just the regular condiments and stuff on our doors. So I'm gonna organize this a little bit better. Some hot waters in here. Okay, so got our drinks up there. Everything's kind of organized. So now I'm gonna put some of the stuff we're not using right now into the freezer. It's still good in here. I bought this stuff. I didn't know I was going to be doing a fast. I like making berry cobbler with these. I mentioned before I'm going low on dairy. I'm not going no dairy, but I am going low on dairy. We're still eating pretty low carb on things. So if you watch my channel, because I do low carb, I'm still gonna be having a lot of low carb stuff. I'm just not, like if I want an apple or black beans or something like that, I'm gonna eat it. Because for me, like what my doctor said is not to cut out carbs drastically like that. So I am gonna have big, like sweet potatoes sometimes, you know, apples, higher carb fruits and vegetables sometimes during the week, just not like every day. So, and for me, I feel like I do have a bit of a dairy intolerance on some things worse than others. So I am, like with keto, there's a lot that you make that has cheese sauces in it and stuff. And there's heavy cheese in a lot of the recipes, so I'm just cutting back on so much cheese and stuff, but I'm still having yogurt. I'm still having a little bit of cheese here and there because I'm not, like there's certain things I'm not really that affected by, so I just didn't like how heavy some of the recipes were with the cheese, so. But we're currently doing a fast, and for spiritual reasons and for physical reasons. And I'm excited because I have been feeling a lot better. I've noticed my energy has gone way up and stuff, but we've only been doing it for a week, so I'm in the beginning stages. And once we've been on it for a month, I'll talk about it more and my experience with it more and stuff, but I'm pretty excited about it. So, but we're doing it. We would like to lose a little more weight, but we're doing it for, you know, health reasons and spiritual reasons. So, and then we may continue it for health reasons. And of course, there's different types of fasting you can do that I'll, you know, give more information on for anybody who's interested. But right now it's going well and I'm feeling pretty good, so. All right, so I'm gonna stick this in the freezer. Need to cut these up. I'll probably put those in the freezer. I'm not gonna use something as soon as I think I'm going to. Just try to cut it up and put it in the freezer until I can use it. Okay, these aren't ripe yet, but when these get ripe, of course if you put them out, they'll ripen quicker. If you don't leave them out and you store them in the fridge, they'll stay green for a while. And I've actually had these for 2 weeks and they're still green, so once they do get fully ripe, I will, which I don't know, I may leave them out and let them get ripe, and then if you don't know, you can take them out of the skin and take the seeds out, and you can actually freeze them, and they freeze fine. So I may do that. I may just leave them out so that they, or I don't know, I'm gonna stick them back in the fridge for now, I guess. And then if we don't use them, once they get ripe, I'll put them in the freezer. These I actually had taken out, and so these are ready to go. I'm just gonna put what's in here for now. Now I'm gonna cut up my peppers, and I can put these in the freezer. A lot of times I'll dice these up, or I'll cut some up into strips because I like using them in my eggs and my green beans, and sometimes I'll do my stuffed pepper recipe, and of course fajitas. So I like having them cut different ways. These are my favorite knives to use for this kind of thing. I think I'm gonna just slice these for fajitas. Fridge. Stick this in the freezer. Moving on to my pantry. I don't think I've shown my pantry before. Good thing I have it because that's where a lot of my food products go. I'm gonna pull everything out, and then I'm going to sort through everything, organize it, kind of wipe things down, and then put it all back in here. We do have the light on it's a motion light, so it goes off if I'm not over here. Here I was about to describe this whole tray and lift it out, and then I decided it'd be better to take out the glass bottles first so that I didn't break anything. We tend to throw our storage containers in that bottom tub down there, so here I'm just sorting through it and trying to figure out what has lids and what doesn't so I can get rid of the extra ones. shelves wiped down, and I just have kind of a linen type contact paper on here, so it makes it easy to wipe off. And I'm gonna mop the floor real quick, then I'll start going through and organizing stuff. Got everything ready to go. And that's just some containers back here that I'm not really using, or stuff I don't use much. Apple cider vinegar, oil, that kind of stuff. And then here, we've got gloves for doing meal prep, like meat prep and stuff. Different sized Ziploc bags here. And then I've got the parchment sheets here. And then my other stuff right there. So just kind of takes up less room and is easy to get to. This is everything that came out of there. This table's full. Island's full, counters are full. And then the stuff, so now we're gonna work on organizing and getting it put back in there. This is what I keep my honeys and syrups in. So I'm gonna wipe this down and put it in there. I'm gonna start with everything that I know is ready to be put in there. And then I'll just move on from there. Everything wiped down, put it back here. And then my dog and cat food goes here. So I'm gonna put that back there. So we got Bailey's food and Polly's food. And I keep these bigger bowls that I don't use that often underneath here. And then on the ends I keep this cereal. And then I also keep these types of things over here. And then I like keeping different nuts over here. Keep my pecans in this. Now I'm gonna work on refilling some of my pantry items. So this is just regular flour from whenever I need to use it. Wipe these off. Got granulated sugar here. Don't use a lot, but I do have adult kids who come once or twice a month to eat with us. Okay, so I'm going to refill this. Didn't know you can put a marshmallow in here and it'll keep your brown sugar from getting hard, which I've done before. I don't have any marshmallows right now, but it works really well. If it's hard and you put one in there, it will actually make it soft again. I'm not going to refill the powdered sugar, but I do need to wipe it off. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding those to my top shelf. Filling my other containers. Here I'm just putting the older coconut in a bowl so that I can put the new coconut on the bottom. That way I'm using the older coconut first. Now I'm just going through and freshening up some of my labels that had faded out so that I can read them a little better. A coconut flour that I'm gonna refill, allulose, tapioca flour, psyllium husk powder, coconut flakes, erythritol, oat fiber, arrowroot, golden monk fruit. I just refilled my almond flour. Putting these in on the shelf so I have room to refill some of my other stuff. My mint chocolate chip. These are the Lily's chocolate chips. Chocolate caramel chips. I'm gonna refill some of my other ones. Butterscotch I'm out of. Got semi-sweet. These are the ones I use the most. I like to have an assortment of Lily's chips on hand. Different things you can make with them. And I also have these white chocolate. I think these were called unicorn, but they're white chocolate and pumpkin spice chips that I used for a fall recipe. These are actually what I keep mixed nuts in. And these are my almond crackers, or nut crackers. Then here I've just got my grass-fed gelatin, some extra almond flour, and some lupin flour. I also have some hemp hearts I'm going to put in here. Got some acacia flax fiber. This is for a low-carb bread recipe that I was going to try. This lupin flour was for a pizza crust recipe. And then I've made that hot baked cereal with the hemp hearts. I've got a video I did with that. I'm going to try to do a video with this, making pizza crust. It's just some brown rice that I like to keep on hand. I'm going to put in our gluten-free pastas. Arrowroot flour. Pistachios. I like to keep almonds on hand. And then in here I just have our miracle noodle rice stuff and cauliflower rice. Down here. And these are your different low-carb baking mixes. Pancakes and different cakes and muffins. This is like a condiment tray. I put our condiments in. We also have Canadian cups that we like to keep at home and do as a family. Something that I really started to enjoy is filling my glass halfway full of ice, halfway full of tea, and then finish it off with water, and then I add one half of this lemonade packet, and I use unsweet tea, and it makes really good lemon tea, like lemonade tea if you like Arnold Palmer type teas. It's really good. I'm gonna put this up here. This is just a basket of extra spices that I keep on hand. This is just my nut pods, peanut powder, and then crushed pork rinds. Extra chia seeds. Tomatoes, coconut cream, pumpkin, oranges, some applesauce, sauerkraut, and sliced peaches. Got some cherry pie filling left from Christmas. This says fruit and veggies on it. Put my fiesta corn in here. Different tomato products in here. Now I need to figure out where I'm going to put these baskets. I may have to move some stuff around. This fruit and veggie stuff. Tomato products. This has canned meat like tuna and some soups in it. I've got 2 more bins that need to go in here, and I have no idea how they went in here before. So I'm actually putting less in here than I took out, and I'm having a hard time finding room. I just want to take a minute to thank everyone who returns to my channel every week and who leaves a comment. I really appreciate you taking the time to spend with me each week. And I also want to do something I don't do a lot, and that is ask if you're subscribed to my channel to like my videos if you like them, by giving me a thumbs up, because that helps my channel reach more people. And there's a lot of time that goes into these videos every week. It's like having a part-time job, so that's really the only compensation that I'm getting. I don't do sponsorships on my channel. And so if you could just like the videos, that would help me out a lot. I would really appreciate it. And if you're a return watcher but you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is the final look of my pantry. Got all of my baking supplies here, some gluten-free and low-carb pasta options, and some chips, sugar-free mixer thing. Keto cereal, snacks, pork rind, baking mixes, seeds, my daughter's snacks, and then just extras of spices and condiments in these baskets. And then our condiments here, crackers and nuts, syrups and honey, daughter's cereal, extra water bottles, sugar-free jello and pudding mixes, coconut milk, a couple snack items, but these are mainly canned goods here. Our hint water, stevia, our pets' foods, extra oils and things back there. This is where we keep our pets' food, our trash, extra bags here, grapefruit, sweet potatoes, onion, and a lunch box right there. And then I have my apron. So everything is nice and organized where we can see it, and I'm glad that it's done. So that's gonna end today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.